with the KX News Storm Team.
Well, considering we haven't even made it halfway through the month yet, for teens and 20s overnight, that's pretty good, especially when the teens and 20s above zero, right? There is going to be an Alberta Clipper arriving late in the day tomorrow. The heaviest snow is going to be in the north and the east, and I really have to believe there's going to be some pretty significant travel impacts on Friday. I'm not saying it's going to be a blizzard, but there's going to be some spots that get a lot of snow, and it might be a little bit windy, so Friday's probably going to be a day that'll take you a little bit longer to get somewhere if you're driving outside towns. 35 degrees in Bismarck right now. Just a beautiful night in the capital city. Garrison, 33 degrees, just a 9-mile-an-hour breeze. Looking at some other temperatures, 36 in Minot, and Watford City, right in the middle of the Bakken there at 36 degrees as well. And the winter storm watch, set for these counties right here, goes into effect tomorrow night at 6. It's scheduled to last for 24 hours, and the Weather Service put that out. They may or may not tweak this, change that to a warning, winter weather advisory. That's up to them, and as they get more information, and they'll make that determination probably by the time Amber Wheeler gets in tomorrow morning. And as we look at our precision cast starting at tomorrow morning, bit of a northerly wind, but you're going to notice if you're outside that wind is going to be changing direction during the day, even by 12 noon. It's probably not going to be out of the north anymore, at least in western North Dakota. And then as early as 5 o'clock, it looks like there might be a couple of snowflakes in the far north, maybe a little bit of a wintry mix in the northwest. Certainly not a lot. And when I'm talking about a strong Alberta Clipper like I have been for a couple of days, that part's not it. It's what's coming in at night. There it is. And I can tell you there's a pretty big change from what I saw earlier. This area of pink, which would be the potential for freezing rain or a wintry mix, that has really expanded. So with the temperatures where there are, this is something we're really going to need to keep an eye on because of how it could mess up the roads. And otherwise, we have the snow off to the east, and that's 10 o'clock tomorrow night, and this is showing just rain in the west. But again, that area of pink there, the wintry mix, is larger than it showed earlier tonight. And then by Friday morning, it could still be snowing in the north central, maybe the northwest, but the darker blues off to the east there, that's where the snow is going to be a little bit heavier. Some spots could get close to a foot of snow in North Dakota. I mean, that's what we're looking at here. Probably not much of that in our viewing area, but you go east, then that's likely what's going to be happening. And it looks like a bit of a circulation going on right there for Friday morning, and then Friday through the day it continues to snow in the morning and probably even into Friday night. So this is a different forecast model that I used at 6 o'clock tonight because this one just updated, and it'll update again before Amber gets in tomorrow morning, but it seems to have pushed the heavier snow just a few miles farther east, maybe 40 or 50 miles farther east than it was earlier. And obviously it could change by tomorrow again or even Friday morning, but it still shows there's going to be a lot of snow off to the east, and we'll have to fine tune when we get more information for most of western North Dakota. So the next 72 hours for Dickinson, and the temperatures are pretty decent except Friday night where it gets pretty cold again. And then in Williston, we still have that chance of snow as well. And so temperatures tonight looks like we'll be in the teens and 20s. And then for tomorrow, we're going to be in the 20s, 30s, and maybe a few 40s. As we look at the Bismarck 7-day outlook, these temperatures stay pretty decent until midweek next week. And Nicholas, it looks like we are going to get another blast of cold air next week. But for right now, what we have to worry about is this Alberta Clipper coming in. And we're getting new data in all the time. And every time I get new data, we'll tell you about it.
All right, we appreciate it. Tom, thank you very much.